mentioned the. Not sure what's going on here. Okay. So I mentioned the audit. So you're supposed to be auditing each of your procedures at least once a year. So the plan here is you create an audit based on the department you'll be auditing internally. You set up the date. You select an audit manager, so you might want to get your personnel trained, have your auditors trained first on how to perform audit. You select the systems you want to audit, so it might just be the quality one, or you may have like also different systems based on the location in your organization, so you can select the systems here. You select your list of auditors, the person that will be audited, and you have a list of closed questions here to make sure that those people, based on the procedures, follow the steps that was described. So you can have an open, closed questions related to a specific procedure, and then you can prepare that list prior to the audit, and when you talk to an auditee or sit down with them, then you can go through a specific, in this case here, like a PO, and follow all the records registered during the process to make sure they comply with the norms. And so at the end, you can select whether or not it's conformed. If it's not, you can create a non-conformity, suggest an improvement opportunity here, so you can log everything from the application. And same thing, like conclusions of the audit, you can provide like what was good, if people are well trained, if the documentation is accurate enough, stuff to improve. So it's an open text here. They can list what they should be working on for the next audit. And then things you want to follow up on, so improvement opportunities, you can create new ones here. So whether it's an opportunity or corrective action based on the type here, assign it to someone, put a deadline, provide a description, and then that can be easily followed up on later after the audit. If there is something really out of sync between the reality and the procedures, you create a non-conformity, so give it a name. System will give a reference. It's related to a partner. You can provide the name of the partner, or it might be related to the purchase order. You can give the reference of the purchase order. How did you find about this non-conformity? So you have a predefined list here that can be customized. It's who is responsible for it, who is his manager, who filled in the records, again the systems. So you can describe why this is a non-conformity, what evidence did you find with the references. You can log an immediate action here. You can select which procedures it was non-conform against. So it might be a list here, could also be procedures or other object based on the norms. And as part of the audit, that's pretty much where you stop. And then you have your compliance department following up on those items. Questions so far on the audit? Yes.
That's not all. Specifically, you mentioned KPIs before, but I've never seen a possibility to define KPIs within the modules.
I don't have the module migrated, but it's okay. So the question was about how do we define KPI within the management system module. There was a KPI module on previous version, which was generic enough to be removed from the management system repo to a different one. And it's not available on 17. But the idea is you can define your metric. Based on that metric, you define zone, whether it's green, orange, or red. And the system will execute a query or Python code on a regular basis, could keep the value and define if the value was within which range the value was. It could also be connecting to external systems through JDBC or DBC connector, and keep the value in Odoo, keep the history of that KPI, and the idea is you can review whether it's red or orange. You can define a plan of actions to fix this. So once we have run audits, and so you define nonconformities. We have a process here with a Kanban view that can be customized, but the idea there is based on the steps in the process. Different tabs will show up. So at the beginning, it's filling in the what's the root cause of the nonconformity. You can select here different cause. You can define the severity. I'm not sure why. And then define the action plan. So there you can have a different list of actions, whether it's preventive, corrective, or immediate. And you can put the review of this plan. Not sure. Yeah, I need to fix stuff with the visibility, but that's. And so once you have your plan defined, you can each person assigned to an action can see what action they are assigned to here, and they have the deadline to complete this by. They can log all the items they've been doing. Once they feel that the action has been completed, they move it to closed. From the nonconformity, the compliance department can review the efficiency of the actions, whether we make sure that the problems will come back or not, and even close the nonconformity. So that's the whole process here between the action and those nonconformities. And I think that's pretty much what I had in the demo. So part of those modules, and we got some reports here regarding the actions, regarding nonconformities. So how long does it take to close them? You can group by, so standard pivot view in Odoo, you can group by whatever fields we have available on those records. And the last one is the audit, so same thing. Any questions regarding the demo at this point?
Just in terms of, I'll try and shout, just in terms of the management system itself, right? So you've got all this documentation, you've got these manuals, you've got all of that. How does Joe, the purchase order directory guy, interact with this or see this and understand the procedures that he's meant to be following?
So the interaction is, like I said, there's a big effort at the beginning to put the initial documentation in the system. Once this is done, it's ongoing planning and scheduling of the audit, following up on the action, on the nonconformities, updating. So all those action and nonconformities will generate whether it's you have a people problem, so you need to train your staff on the current documentation, or whether the problem is the actual documentation and then needs to be reviewed, discussed, and updated and approved. And that's where we have a module to make sure that you only show people the last approved version of the documentation, so people can work on changes. And when the directors gets an email about those changes, can review and approve, and people then get the latest versions and avoid making the same mistake again. Yep.
Does it generate like some report that like report will be a document that will contain all the information about like annual checks of like management system, that they will have like all the points been checked and like some conclusions, but like not going to be like in a private view, but like a document that like when you order or you will deal with some external reviewers of your management system, or like wherever management system, ICO, like 9901, 5001, like energy management, wherever. So they will see that you did all those reports, like it's going to be like really time saver, but now it's like some sort of like private view. Let's see. Possible here or not?
Yeah, it is. And so all the information is within Odoo. So you're expecting like some kind of PDF with all the activities that you.
Report,
Yeah.
Like I've made like my management system check, like, and I have like some information. Okay, these points were checked. Like, and I have this like spreads, these opportunities, this like corrective actions, and wherever I can send this final report.
So it is doable. Again, like as far as you have the info in Odoo, it's about making that report, that PDF, and that's exactly what I wanted to discuss. Right here is so roadmap is so you want, I guess you want this like by.
Yeah, because like in the final, it must be a report that like it must be like verified and like assigned by the like some personnel who's like in charge of this system, or like company CEO.
You're asking for this for the brand activities or the upcoming one?
It's like
It's not.
Of course, because like I've been doing this like for 10 years, and like when you do like another examination of the system, and you like buy for example for BSI or whatever company, and they come like they ask you, okay, have management, board management seen this report? Like, did they sign it? Like, is it a verified document? Because yeah, you have like spreaded information in all. That's great, but like it's not a document. It's not an official until it's like it's signed.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we can make this report, but so roadmap as well is obviously migrating to version 18. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I've only been involved in the past 10 years into reviewing the pull requests that were made by the others. Haven't actually done any implementation project outside of my own organization. So in the course of those 10 years, ISO standards got updated. ISO 9001 got a new version in 2015, which includes all the risk management. So there is nothing right now managing the risk within those modules. So this is a improvement that we need to work on, and we got some requests, but nothing concrete as of now. But we got some requests from potential customers in the automotive and aerospace industry, where they have their own version of the 9001 standard, and really any other systems can be added. The point of using the document pages is, and especially work instructions for people down on the operation is they have one set of actions to perform on one document, and those actions can be coming from whether it's the quality management system or environment or information security, so they don't, that's not their business to know where it's coming from. They just have one thing where they follow the rules, and they will be complying with whatever systems you guys have implemented there. And I think that's pretty much it. Any questions? Okay.
You
Good.
can CMMI 3 level 2, CMMI 3 and 4 and 5.
That can be added as well, yeah. CMMI.
Nowadays, that's getting a lot of traction.
Any other requests you got from the field, from customers? Happily interested to get feedback there. Nope.
It's going to be like it's going to be good to have some templates like for management systems, like pre-installed, like basically they all like follow the same checklist, like for all these internal audits, like external audits, like they have all the same checklists. It's going to be like nice to have those templates.
I think regarding the checklist on audit, the things we've done, because basically you're auditing the same scope, maybe once or twice, at least once a year, maybe more. And the idea is you can copy all the verification lines from a previous one. I don't have any other there before, but so if you got 30 or 40 questions and just maybe 3 of them will change from the previous version, previous audit, that will speed up the creation of the list. So you're not afraid to be doing any more audit that you need to, and catch stuff early on. Yep. But so what I'd like to get out of this presentation is, if you're interested and you have projects or client interested, let's talk. I'd like to get involved in the migration process more than I was in the last 10 years, because just reviewing stuff, it's nice to get contributions, but you can't, I mean, they usually come out at the end of your project, and if we need to refactor or rewrite something, it's usually too late. So if I can get involved early on, and I'll be happy to help and make sure that those modules age well and not like you've seen today, barely basic features. Thank you.